But this just proved that there's really no competition left in the tag team division. And Road Dogg says as much. And they sing na 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 hey 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 to the OLD, not the LOD, which is just them continuing to bury the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, on their way out.
And Road Dogg says the only thing left for them is singles competition. They issue an open challenge for Billy Gunn for anyone who thinks they're tough enough. And out comes the dude himself. Dude Love comes out.
Ow!
And Road Dogg kind of peels back the curtain and gives us a little bit of a glimpse into the Royal Rumble. Hey, we said one guy, not three, because obviously Mick is rotating between Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and Mankind, having this kind of inner battle with his personalities. But Road Dogg grabs the commentator spot, as we mentioned a little bit ago, and I thought this may have been his best spot that he's ever done in the WWF up until this point. He was fantastic.
Road Dogg, yeah.
He was hilarious.
And all due respect to Michael Cole, he's doing way better now, but he was atrocious in this episode.
It was his first time ever doing it. Like,
I understand.
He'd never done it on the Indies or anywhere else. This was his first commentating gig, and he only lasts 20 minutes, by the way. He's done after this match for that reason. But when Kane came out to attack the Legion of Doom, Road Dogg and Billy were hiding behind the Spanish announcers, and Kevin Kelly asked Road Dogg, did he feel tough hiding behind the Spanish announcers? And Road Dogg says that the Spanish announce team is low key pretty tough. And the crowd was super hot for this match. Absolutely dead for what happened beforehand. But we thrust Kane into the situation. We've already seen Austin tonight. We now know Billy Gunn and Mick Foley can go. Two Hall of Famers for a reason, right?
Yeah.
But this was a non-setup, not televised, not advertised match between the guy that was Rockabilly 7 weeks ago and the guy that's been three personalities over the last 9 weeks. And obviously, people loved Mick Foley at this time, but the crowd was absolutely electric for everything they did.
Yeah, and for a 3 minute and whatever match, it
3:17, yeah,
pretty good. And it's a testament to those guys because they're pros. I mean, God knows they tried so many things with Billy, and he should have been a bigger star than before he was 60. But but it is kind of a precursor in this match to WrestleMania because
that's what we're setting up here. So dude goes for the sweet shit music. Billy counters it, hits the famouser. Road Dogg goes, I love when he does that. But then Billy does kind of the Dude Love knee shake and one of these Mike Jackson Thriller maybe kind of move. Not really, but I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah.
And then we see Dude counter, hits the sweet shit music, picks up the win. Road Dogg gets in the ring and absolutely waffles Mick with a chair shot.
Yeah,
we see Mick. Listen, Mick Foley taking a chair shot to the head is going to be a running theme on this podcast. Maybe we work at a bit or two about it.
Yeah,
and this is the meat and potatoes of the week, man. It absolutely folds Foley in half, like legitimately.
I think it's going to be a lot of meat and potatoes in our episodes.
Yeah, we might just call it the Mick Foley segment,
right? Because obviously not for his health. I always liked the way he took a chair shot, not the one with the Rock, but when they would just swing and just his head would just snap back and just perfectly fall with it. I know it probably didn't feel good, but it's like he was a pro at taking them.
Well, one thing we
don't need a degree in.
One thing we've kind of crapped all over for the last 5 episodes is the lack of finishes and DQs and no contests. We get a result here. We leave the Outlaws looking strong with Mick Foley getting a win because Mick picks up the W. The Outlaws leave Mick laying the chair shot, and then this looked incredible, by the way. Road Dogg puts the title belt over Mick's face. Billy Gunn, top rope leg drop on the belt. Looks incredible. We're 8 weeks removed from this tag team's debut. They've beaten the Legion of Doom. They've won the tag titles, and they've left Mick Foley laying. They're making these guys feel like a huge, huge deal. That's something that's been sorely missed over the last 12 to 16 months on the show.
Yeah, and I like what they're doing or did with them. They, like we said, ran through the tag division already. They're already the tag champs. They just beat LOD in not fun fashion, but regardless. And now they're doing singles competition with Mick Foley, who isn't necessarily the biggest star that he goes on to be yet, but he's still a pro in the ring.
The same guy that had the Boiler Room Brawl match with the Undertaker, and has headlined a couple pay-per-views up until this point.
Right.
So to leave him laying, and is kind of being dubbed as the toughest guy in the business at this point, willing to do whatever, and they leave that guy.
Yeah, they did what they needed to do. They gave Foley the singles win that he probably should have got over Billy, and it still made the Outlaws, unnamed at this time, look strong.
That was just a glimpse into what Analyzing Attitude has to offer. If you liked what you saw here, here's what we suggest next for you. And
if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Like and subscribe.